Here we go. We're recording. We are live.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the BAB-Podcast. Talk about a few different things going on. Some badass building, some badass business, badass balls, badass booze, and occasionally badass babes for our single friend, Matt. But
it's always on you.
Don't forget, hit like and subscribe. Like I mentioned follow us on Facebook. Oh, we got a Facebook now. We got a Instagram.
Click the notification button.
Yeah. Click the notification button and
leave a comment. I don't know. Do something.
Leave a comment.
Hey, listen, guys, we're tired of asking. Fucking do something.
We're gonna answer
every question.
Every single question we ever get asked. Which, as of now, we guarantee we will. But right now, it's only one, so it's actually super simple. So
I got asked about Birch Stairs though. Wasn't that a thing? So we got two. Did we get asked about stairs?
Birch, yeah, we got asked about Birch.
No, we got one
from
the last podcast.
That.
We got one.
But we only have one pending question.
Okay. I was wondering what the total. The running tally is like 2 or 3, right?
Yeah, I think we have 4 questions total.
Oh, okay. Well, shit.
Yeah.
5.
That's like 4 times as many as one.
But question BAB-Cast calls. That's what I'm saying.
Yes. We'll talk. Yeah, we'll ask Matt about his Tesla call or a put.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to talk about that.
Put.
Oh, so that's our BAB-Cast today. So first thing up.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us,
ladies and gents. We've really worked on our schedule, and we're fucking gonna get you out of here in a few fucking minutes.
We're making up for that 3.5-hour podcast.
The last podcast was 3 hours long, so we're cutting this one short.
Yeah, exactly. It balances out. That was a fun podcast last time with Scott, and like I was really getting to follow up with him. I was really proud of how much time we got to spend about his business and looking at all the cool things that those guys are doing. It was so cool to learn kind of why their stuff is like the powerhouse that it is, because it was enlightening to know that they use like a thicker steel for stuff at Samson Equipment, that they go and they do this customizable, with all of their renderings and how they're gonna facilitate things for the different I guess what would you call it, like teams or sports teams? That's the thing, right? So they'd have, they'd come up with specific designs that kind of match up with their stuff. And it was a really neat podcast to kind of see their process and know what sets them apart from the competition. And
I was ecstatic to learn about the Bowflex, and I was ecstatic to see how sleepy I got after I drank almost a half a bottle of Larceny bourbon. So.
I'd love to replay like your last couple questions of the night.
For Matt or for Kelly?
For Kelso.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, just like we should replay those at some point. It'd be a good laugh, I think.
Well, okay, hold on. Refresh my memory,
because
make
some memes out of those or something.
It's not super clear.
It was like I don't know. You were asking Scott, I don't know, this question about LeBron or something, and it was essentially maybe 10 words in the question, but it was slow-mo. Like those 10 words took 10 minutes to get out.
I did watch it, and you can clearly see a point with about there's clearly points in time where you watch me just go through phases of being like, and I think the funny thing is I remember doing it. It's just like being like putting the bottle here and going like to try to get it on the mic, like. And so I don't know if Larceny's any good, but it's gone.
Stolen away from you in typical Larceny fashion.
Oh yes, that's funny.
The only thing I'm disappointed about in that whole damn podcast is that he doesn't make Samsonite suitcases.
Come to find out.
Yeah, come to find out.
It's ridiculous.
Great business opportunity. They got strong brand recognition. I mean, it might already be a brand. It might not work out, but it's a good idea.
Yeah,
maybe they should. They could do some reinforcement on some, because luggage breaks.
Yeah.
I mean,
just make your luggage out of steel, and nothing will ever happen to it.
Yeah, the airplane will never take off, but
you can haul your weights around in it.
You are welcome.
Kettlebells.
Send a kettlebell through the X-ray machine.
Real quick update. I've got 12 camouflage hats that are ready to pick up. I will swing over there tomorrow. Swing by the mall. Sponsored by Juan Balderrama's place in the mall. What's it called? We've said it was sponsored before.
Said it before, yeah.
Design. What's it called?
Sponsored by Samson also.
Yeah.
Sponsored. Hey, welcome to the BAB-Cast, sponsored by Samson. But we've got 12 camo hats. We've got 12. What would you call the ones that you got, E? The ones that you designed up?
Leather patch.
Leather patch. We got 12 leather patches coming too.
12 leather face. Leather.
We got 12 leather ones. But
Sponsored by Leatherman.
Sponsored by cows.
Half man, half leather.
Cows boycott us.
Yeah, in his nether regions, it's pleather.
I'm gonna get Kelly a custom one that's made out of buffalo.
Ooh,
Buffalo Soldier.
We all like have the buffalo mane around it or something. I don't know.
That'll be sweet. It'll protect them during the winter.
Bob Marley, I don't think it'd ever be overrated. That stuff is fire.
Bob Marley so damn good.
Yeah, it's so good. I remember discovering him.
Beyond Custom. Juan Balderrama's place, Beyond Custom. Sponsored by Beyond Custom.
Yeah.
So, camo hats we get are from the mall. Yeah, from the mall at Beyond Custom. And Juan does I literally text him. I'm like, hey, 12 hat. I feel like I'm Will Ferrell in Wedding Crashers. And I'm like, Meatloaf, Juan, hats.
Juan.
And we got 12 camo hats. Gave a hat away last night. That was your guardian angel.
Yeah.
Colton Brown strolled in and was, he wears our merch, like he wears our shit all the time. So Colton was like, hey, man, I need another hat. And I had the together. It was originally, I like to think, Cruce's High, but I also call it the Buffalo Bills hat.
Yeah, it's definitely the Buffalo Bills hat. It's a cool hat.
Buffalo Bills hat. So I gave Colton that one, and he was ecstatic and posted it everywhere. And he deserves one. Yeah, dude always wears our stuff no matter where it is.
That's cool.
But yeah, we've got some hats. So we'll be mailing the hat to Mark Terry. We will figure out with Joey which, like, if he wants a camo or the leather patch. Jason White pointed out today that it's time for him to get a hat. So yeah, that's definitely.
Well, that's interesting. I've never made that connection, but we have Jason White and we have Corey White. I wonder if they're related.
Well, they're both white.
Yeah, they're definitely
in addition
white.
to being whites.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got some hats. We'll get those mailed out. And once again, like ask a question, a construction question, you get a hat. Promote our podcast on your social media, get a hat. We'll make it work. And then it's not too much to it's not too much for us to just promote. Like we'll take care of you. So
yeah,
we've got
fun to do that. Scott's last week was super awesome. I keep thinking about how cool that one was, and it was neat to just kind of see how they do stuff. And I didn't realize kind of the pedigree that they had as a business, and like how they kind of built that with, using like a white sands engineer to kind of figure out. I mean, that had to have been just kind of at the ground floor of that whole industry, making that type of equipment. And so that's just so gnarly. And the fact that LeBron James has got the stuff in his house is just crazy. Like
Space Jam.
Crazy.
Scott helped aliens gain weight in the gym.
Yes,
dominant.
Well, normally we jump into building, but today we are just glad that the BAB-Cast isn't down to 3.
Yeah.
Because one of our own had an interesting ride home last night when he got straight sucker punched. And I mean, I'm telling you, you essentially got pit maneuvered off the road, got your truck sideways, which led to a 200 and I'm calling it a 270 degree roll.
Yeah.
Not a full 360, but I'm gonna go 270.
Yeah. I still am not complete. It had, you know what I keep thinking is why I was just able to walk away is the fact that the truck had turned 180 degrees and faced the other way by the time I reached 0 velocity. So all of that weight, I was going into the chair as it slowed down and not into the dashboard, if that makes any sense, you know, like
Yeah.
the airbag. So like by the time I was slowing down, I was getting sucked up into the chair. And it was wild. I mean, I'm not, like it seems from just looking at it and just kind of common knowledge and just kind of, I don't want to mention who said what or whatever, but I mean, I got rear-ended is what it seems like. And the way that it happened, that guy had to have been just going screaming, just absolutely screaming because it seemed.
My
like
prediction is that he was going over 110 miles an hour.
It wouldn't surprise me. And the reason being is that like, I'm not an angel. I might've been going 45 and a 40 or something. But to think about what a car would have to do in like a velocity differential to flip a truck.
Yeah.
I mean,
and a big truck at that.
Yeah. I don't know. My truck's not small. I mean, it's not like a dually or anything, but it's a big 1500, you know, it's got a long bed and an extended cab and all that. It's a big truck. And for him to just freaking toss me in a ditch, essentially, he had to been just screaming. And I don't remember a lot just besides seeing the lights in my rear view and then just getting smacked. And then I could hear the motor, like I could hear a motor just dying. And it wasn't mine because in my truck, I think it's a 7-speed, and to go 45 miles an hour, it's probably chugging at like 1200 RPMs or something like that. You know, it's not having to work, you know, in that gear with the power that it has to go. So it wasn't my motor revving up. It was definitely something else. And it didn't sound like my truck's motor because it's real like a deep sound. And this just sounded like a whir. And then I landed, apparently. I don't know. Didn't stick the landing. Okay. The 7.5 at the best.
Russian judge.
Yeah, not even inverted, by the way. That sucked. I wasn't even inverted. But the truck, when the truck was on the ground, it was on the driver's side, laying down, and it was facing the opposite direction on the east side of the road. And now I'm like, just gonna call sunroof's escape hatches because that's how I got out. I just clicked the seatbelt, fell to the side, and the sunroof had gotten knocked off when the truck rolled, and I just crawled out of it. And I'm just happy to be here. But guys, I'm happy to see all your faces.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, happy you're here and you're feeling all right.
Happy to see you. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Yeah.
I'm wearing all my lucky shit. I'm wearing I never wear this. This is a legit 1985 Chicago Bears Super Bowl hat that my grandfather gave my dad before he passed. And I'm wearing my lucky watch. I'm wearing the shirt Kel gave me. I'm wearing all the cool, like all the lucky shit I can think to wear just because I feel lucky today. And things are, you know, things are crazy, but just really happy to be here. Thank God that from what I understand, that I don't know this to be a fact because it's like, you know, third party hearsay kind of crap, but the individual who is on the other end of the wreck, I think is okay. I think they got airlifted out, but I think that they had something with their hand. And I would imagine if things happened like I think they happened, it's probably airbag related. Because, you know, if you're here and the thing pops off, I know my dad had an issue like that from driving and getting in a wreck where the airbag caused a little bit of some damage, but hopefully that person's okay. I'm of the mindset, like, you know, my heart's full of forgiveness. I don't hold.
That's why they take you guys to different hospitals, though.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that'd be like, wait. What room's this motherfucker in real quick? I want to go talk to him. I want to have a little conversation.
Just want to talk.
Just want to talk. I just want to talk. I just want to corner him in a bathroom like Baker Mayfield and aliens and Oklahoma receivers.
You know,
And,
and I get that sentiment, but I don't think that that's constructive. If that, you know, I think that ultimately we all make mistakes, and if this was that person's mistake, you know, love, brother.
thanks, Gandhi.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, like, what is it gonna do? You know, like it's getting mad at that person is not gonna make me feel better. It's gonna make me feel worse. And I'm sure that they didn't mean to hurt anybody. At least I hope not. And I hope that they're gonna, you know, be okay as well. So anyway, guys,
I don't know, maybe it was a hitman who wasn't really good at his job and he was trying to kill you. And maybe we need to fucking solve this fucking problem. Just saying.
The only thing I wish is that you would have had your little robot arm with you, and you could have taken it with you to the hospital and pretended like that was your arm.
Like, hey guys, tell this to that guy. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
All the skin's off his hand. Oh no.
Help.
No, I feel super lucky, especially from, like, I mean, it's probably, that truck's probably totaled.
Oh, for sure.
And, like, just think about
sponsored by Vescovo Toyota tonight.
yeah, moving on, yeah.
Or Fox or any El Paso Toyotas.
He's never going. He doesn't want to be part of the team. He's never going to get a white Tundra. He's just going to do his own thing. He's going to go get.
I like the white Tundra. Well, so going back to the truck though, I'm assuming that it
like
was
saying you like a fat girl. He has a great personality. Say it, Matt. The Tundra has a great personality.
It's a good truck, man.
Like
Yours has worked out well. No, the thing I was just gonna say is I'm amazed at the technology with what had happened, because the only thing, and it makes perfect sense, the only thing that went off were I think they call them curtains.
Yeah.
The
side impact airbag things.
Yeah. That's the only thing that went off. The one, I don't think the ones on the seat went off. I know that they have them in the seat too. Maybe those, and I didn't notice, but the curtains went off for sure. But the regular one right in front of me, I don't think it's all a blur. I mean, it was so fast, and I just remember after hitting the ground and kind of just assessing the situation after I got over whatever the heck happened, kind of like my one goal was I heard stuff hissing and leaking, and it was just get the fuck out of there. Like just get out of the truck. I maybe that's too Hollywood, and I've seen too many movies where things catch on fire, but I was just like, I'm not going to hang out waiting for somebody to pull me out of here. And thank God I wasn't, like, you know, seriously injured where I couldn't get out, but yeah, no, for sure. And it's just amazing to me, like, just the technology. I mean, I'm sure it's across all brands, but like, just the fact that you can get in a wreck like that and just literally walk.
You know, here's another thing that's kind of like interesting, and knock on wood. I don't know that many people that have actually gotten into accidents. If you asked me to name the last person that I know that got into a car accident, it would be me when I hit that goddamn elk coming back from fucking Ruidoso after I dropped Mike and Justin off. And I was like, no, I'm just going to go. You know what? I don't want to, I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to just go home and, you know, just like get ready for the week. And then I hit a goddamn elk. But I don't know. That is 15 years ago, dude.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I'm just, again, happy to be here and talk to you guys. And
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, and tell us about how we're going to go fucking find that guy again. And then we're going to fucking show him.
No.
Right?
See, we all, you know.
I'll say it for you. If I ever see that motherfucker at Bennigan's.
I think there's not a Bennigan's skill. But yeah, no, I mean,
we should go have breakfast at Bennigan's sometime. They serve breakfast there now.
They do.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah, try their
damn good.
Papa's bowl. Bennigan's Papa's.
You can call it whatever you want to call it. It's if I told you meet me at Bennigan's for breakfast, all you guys would fucking be there. You're like, oh yeah, no.
Yeah, we would know where to go.
De La Vega's isn't even called, like, we were laughing about that. It's Jason White's birthday today. And
happy birthday, Whitey.
Happy birthday, Whitey. And I met up with him and Kingry and Rocky and Scott, and Tracy was there for just a minute, and then Tracy left, and then Nate showed up, and the Quizmaster was there. He was sitting away from us, but he was in there, and I paid for all of his drinks.
Nice.
You guys are getting third place next week.
Allegedly paid for all of his drinks.
Right.
I did.
Bass over there.
If it's, I said, look, it's his birthday. He'll never know how many he had. Put him on Whitey. But one of the things we were laughing about is like how things, although they change, how names will generally, like for certain things, will stick forever. And that's what we were laughing about, is like they were talking about it. They're like, Bennigan's turned into Dublin's, turned into Wex. But if like literally if anyone said, oh, meet me at Bennigan's for breakfast, you would know like, oh, we're going to Wex. And De La Vega's is not De La Vega's anymore. Like it's not called that. It's not the name. The name is
Pecan Grill.
Grill.
Yeah. PG.
Same with Scoopies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll never go get caliche.
No. Never in a
Go
million.
get Scoopies.
Like you want some caliche with some mangoes on it? It's like, dude, disgusting.
No, instead of going there, go to Scoopies.
Yeah.
It was good.
I think caliche.
Sponsored by Bennigan's
And Scoopies.
De La Vega's and Scoopies.
We're just gonna start calling everything though. Let's go to the Hilton.
We're just gonna make this one.
Oh, I'd know where to go. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing. If I know, if you toss it out there and you're like, hey, meet me at I was trying to think. Unfortunately, the Ramada has just always been the Ramada. It's never actually been anything cool.
No,
like
it's
the
never
Ramada.
branded what they're trying to brand it.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
lush, plush, ultra lounge, fucking Vegas.
If
I didn't
you
even know what it was called when I went there.
Yeah, if you never heard of that place that somebody's talking about, it's in the Ramada. That's the place.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the place I've never heard of. Oh, the Ramada.
Or what was the fucking super sketchy place? By Chachi's. What's that? What was that dumbass fucking place called? Halos.
Halos.
Yeah.
I went
I
there
don't know.
once and oh man.
I don't know if you've ever wondered what money laundering looks like, but it looks like Halos.
I went to Hootenannies back in the day, and Hootenannies wasn't as sketchy as Halos.
Did you? Okay, good. Oh yeah. No, hey, do you remember Simon's and Popcorn's?
Yeah.
They're in that
Off
little
of Valley?
plaza where Smoky Dick's was, and now it's that little cafe.
Yep.
I remember going into I don't know if it was Popcorn's. I don't remember the last name it was, but I went there with Brandon Mason, and we walked in, and we clearly got in for free, because we were with B. And then we go to the bar, and the bartender's like, "What do you guys want?" And we're like, whatever. And he just makes us drinks. And we drank there all night. And then we're like, Brandon was like, "All right, man, we're out." And he's like, "Cool, see you guys later." And then we all left. And I was like, "Hey, man, what do we owe?" And he goes, No, we're good. And I was like, "Oh, this place is going out of business fucking instantly."
They went out of business that night.
It was a Friday, and they were closed Saturday. Like, yeah, they're like, "Well, we didn't make it, boys."
You remember
No,
when they made it 18 and over, and they had that big old net separating all the people that were 18 and all the people are 21?
At Stampede?
No, at Popcorn.
Oh no, they put a volleyball net up.
Yeah, they tried to separate it, and it didn't work. It
Genius,
was awful.
man. I don't know why that.
That's like that is like Stampede though, with the stupid little black marker mark thing.
The giant black. Texas is like, you can't drink giant black X's. Did you guys ever go to Rodeo USA here?
Yep.
No.
I never made it into Rodeo USA.
Is that over by Harbor Freight?
Yep.
I think it is Harbor Freight.
Oh, okay.
No, it's down. It's down. It was down at the end. where the
Oh,
mattress
okay.
store is. Yeah.
Yeah, that
No,
one
I
that's
went
like
there.
a closed Mexican food restaurant thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had they used to have like 50-cent beers, but
Oh.
it wasn't like a real beer. They gave you like a medium-sized plastic cup,
Oh.
and you went to like a Gatorade cooler. You just it was
You
so
actually had
fun.
to dip the cup. It was just a fucking trough, and you just dip your cup
Basically, yeah,
in
that's
and-
what it should have been. That would have been
Dude,
better.
that's why no one's getting sick from COVID around here. Is they
Yeah,
fucking
seriously.
drank beer from the fucking Budweiser trough.
We've all gone to Wada's,
Rodeo
Copacabana.
Yeah, right.
Matt, what's the first bar that you went to here in Cruces? When you were 21, what's the first bar that you went to?
That's a good question. So
Orion's.
before I was 21,
That was already closed.
I played music. So there was the one. What was the basement one off Foster?
Oh, the club.
The
Yeah,
club. Yeah.
I've been there several times playing drums. Not drinking, because
FY,
really
like if someone wanted to open a bar again,
Yeah.
that is the coolest
For sure.
fucking place.
It'd be a great place to take what's the brewery in Lovington? That'd be an interesting.
Oh yeah, Drylands.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting one because I don't it's kind of set up for it. And like where else is there a basement and a stage and like all that kind of
Right.
yeah,
Perfect.
And with the possible change in the bill in New Mexico, you'll be able to.
What's up with that? I saw something hit the
No.
Nick, you look like you know what's going on with this. Tell us. He's nodding.
Nick, explain everything real quick. Just go through it.
No, but he looks like he knows what's going on.
But no, I'm just nodding my head because I
So
heard about that
basically,
today.
yeah, you're gonna be able to if you're a brewer, you're gonna be able to sell alcohol, and if you're a bar, you can do packaged liquors,
Also, delivery of liquor.
but you can't buy minis anymore.
They're dismantling the system then.
I don't understand why you can't buy miniatures.
They're sort of screwing over the folks who have liquor licenses, who
Good.
have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on liquor licenses.
Compensate them for them.
It's mostly
They should
No
give
com-
it's mostly Walmart.
no
and
compensation.
Walgreens, so.
No compensation.
those guys.
Nah, that's what I.
That's
So
absolutely.
they weren't.
What do you mean? What do you mean? No minis?
So miniatures, little shooters, aren't going to be sold anymore. They
In New
put that.
Mexico.
Buys those?
Yeah. They put that in the bill.
Who buys those?
Before golf.
DJ.
Yeah.
DJ fucking buys those. DJ buys all. DJ and Gerald have kept the miniature fucking alcohol market alive from what the research that I've done for the last 27 years.
I think legit in my lifetime, and I mean no exaggeration by this, I might have bought 10 of those in my entire life. 10.
I don't think I've ever actually bought one. I just have taken them.
Yeah, I'm taking them.
So
I'm looking at
FYI.
the latest version of the bill, and it says you can consume miniatures on site. So if you get them at a golf course or something, you can. If you buy them at the golf course, you can drink them at the golf course, but you can't buy them at a gas station and leave with them.
Oh wow.
So you got to drink them at the gas station.
well, see that was part of the issue was one of the ladies was saying that she's seen people in an Allsups or someplace, and then they just pour it right there. They open it and pour it right there on the counter, and then they take it and they're drinking and driving and stuff, which I mean makes sense, but you could still do that with any other bottle if you wanted to. So
you could literally buy a 6-pack of beer, get in your car. Like I mean, I get it. Like I'm not trying to I'm not saying I got a better idea, but I am saying if you're allowing someone to walk out of a door with alcohol, then you fucking like to say you can't buy minis is fucking weird to me.
What would be if we're gonna steel man the government's argument on abolishing miniatures? Why would they want to get rid of them? Like, is it because they're too concealable? You can sneak them in places. Is like I'm trying to think of why. Like what kind of?
No. Well, but then like here, okay, yeah. I think that's probably a better statement. But then again, like, what if I have a pint? Like,
a flask.
Are you gonna like
a flask?
Yeah,
there's
like so many. I have a little. I don't carry a flask.
Well, if you have a flask, then at least that's up to you to then like fill it up. Like I'm just saying, like if you bought a pint of fucking Fireball and put it down your fucking chones, you could go anywhere. I mean, you clearly could fucking take it wherever.
There's some folks who are saying it's essentially like a racist ban on miniatures because a certain population
can
afford those,
utilizes those quite often.
So
Pakistani Indians.
Did you know that you can essentially, if you're on a flight, you can take a gallon sized Ziploc bag and fill it with miniatures and take it on the plane with you?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Because each one's individually smaller. Each one's individually smaller than the limit.
That's the problem, Nick, is technically you're not a server, so you're not supposed to open them on the plane. You can ask the flight attendant to pour it for you, is what you're supposed to do.
What kind of schoolboy bitch does that?
If you want, if you don't want to get kicked off a flight.
Mom, this one
So they could either
Been
say,
there,
yeah,
done
I'll
that.
do it for you, or no, you're gonna have to buy the alcohol on the plane.
like you're like tugging on her, like plane lady, open this. Can you open?
Joke's on you. I got
that's the technical
hundreds of
term.
thousands of Southwest drink coupons.
That's the technical term for anyone that helps you on an airplane.
Those are going to the moon like Bitcoin. Those drink coupons.
Yeah, we should hoard.
Buy
Actually,
low, right now, buy low. This is the dip.
Oh,
we're
totally.
pulling all of our money out of building these houses, and we're buying.
Resell.
We'll set up our
market, dude.
business in Anthony, Texas, but everybody from New Mexico will come there.
Always.
Or we can set it
No,
up at
it-
that
it's-
barbecue place that's half state line barbecue.
Oh yeah, we should go.
There
there.
you go.
Oh, there. Someone posted I feel like I saw a thing that Borderlands Barbecue was closing for good.
Really? Which
Yeah.
one's that? Is that the one off of Stern?
Yeah. The one kind of down there by Tortuga.
Yeah, that's on Stern. Yeah, by the Christian school. Yeah, that's a shame. I always hate to hear businesses going out of business.
Yeah, that sucks. I've never been there, but
My Lovington guys would they would go for runs or bike rides, and they take backpacks.
oh,
And-
those are the guys. Yeah, I met those guys.
Jay
Yeah,
and Jay and Luis and those guys,
yeah.
and
I
they'd
think
always
they met
take
us at
backpacks
Hooters that one time when they had their backpacks on. They just
with the goddamn ribs and shit. And they take like Ziploc bags, so that when they go over there, then they buy all their barbecue and then put it in their backpack and finish their ride. It's pretty goddamn funny.
that is funny.
They would ride around with straight with the Q on their back, just
Yeah.
queuing it up.
just queuing it up,
Yep.
just with their portable barbecue.
You know, this conversation's going to lead. This conversation is going to lead well to the business side of things, because I do think this stimulus package is going to be interesting. But I'll just do a real quick rundown from a building standpoint, because there's really not much to discuss since the last time we talked. But you know, the cool thing is, we're not sure how any of this is working, but we seem to just be getting people are falling in our lap, and there's just a lot of really good stuff happening. But I was down at the county today and submitted Richard Rochelle's permit. Talked to Steve literally right before we got on here, Calderazzo, and he says they will have Rodriguez tomorrow. So I'm going to try to get it put together, but unfortunately the county building services closes at 3 on Mondays and Fridays. So I don't know if I'll get in there.
Really handy.
Enrique Gonzalez, I'm going to check in on his septic permit tomorrow, but Rochelle will be in the North Valley. You stopped by and saw the lot, Matt. They cleared it up pretty nice, right?
Yeah, no, that lot's super cool. What's kind of a sidebar thing is when I used to work for my dad, like, man, this might be 10, maybe a little under 10 years, like 8 or 9 years ago. The house right across the street, that's kind of this canary yellow, like really Victorian looking siding house. I did that house as a supervisor back in the day. So it's going to be really cool to, this might sound corny, but just to be like building just a bigger, badder house with, my own business right across the street from the house that I, did as like an employee, so to speak. So it's going to be really cool. And the pad looks awesome. The way that the house is oriented, it's a kick-ass house. It's a really, really kick-ass house.
It reminds me of kind of a let me see here.
Yeah, see if you can pull it up. It's really cool. It is kind of like a West Texas thing. It's got like a really nice big metal roof. We've been talking about that. But speaking of roofing, by the way, what was super funny is I've been kind of chilling at home today, all things considered, and our guys are working down the street on the roof, and I get a call. I don't have my phone because it's in my truck, which is
that's been a real pain in the ass to try and get a hold of you today.
Yeah.
It really has. And but Kelly calls me on my mom's phone and goes, "Hey, the guy's ladder blew down. They're stuck up on the roof." And I tell my mom, I was like, "They're stuck on there." I go, the ladder blew down the road. And my mom's got such a sick sense of humor. She starts laughing. "They're stuck up there." Like, yeah, they're stuck on the roof, Mom. I gotta put the ladder back on. And I pull up, and then Angel goes, "You saved us."
That's funny.
So here's the subdivision. It's the Vista Bella subdivision. Ronnie Della.
Where's that at?
Doniana Road,
Yeah.
North Valley. Ronnie Della O lives right here. Sponsored by Della O Septic. When you need somewhere to put your shit.
That's great.
But Ronnie will be doing the septic here. We're on
Was it a 2-acre lot?
yeah. So lot 3 is where Richards is. Super cool. The house that Matt built is on 8.
Yeah.
And then our tile guy, Salvador Balthazar, old Chava, is gonna be right here. But Ronnie literally has the coolest setup. It's such a cool, like the landscaping. It looks like Farm and Ranch Museum. It's so
Do they have
damn.
any goats?
Is this that gated community?
No, it's not
No?
gated.
It's not gated.
But here's like the cool thing. Let's see here.
Hey, Kel, full screen that window.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, in relation to Gray Fox, where is it at? So I'm trying to,
northeast. So
Yeah.
go up to Harvey Farm and then cut back over.
Yeah.
So Gray Fox, keep going north from Gray Fox, Harvey Farm, head over and you run right into it.
okay.
So the front's right here. We got a study right off of the front. Master bedroom, closet.
I saw these plans on Pinterest.
No, Richard found it online. We didn't design this. This is all him.
Yeah.
He found it on Pinterest.
Nice
Game room right here, and then bedroom, boom. Set it up. But what I want to show you is just like it's an old school.
Oh, I like it.
Wait, is that metal roofing?
Yeah.
Nice.
Like Matt, I think Matt said that already, right?
Yeah, no, it's good. And like the roof
That's
color is gonna be. I love projects like this where and maybe that's just the builder in me, but just like where the roof color is such a factor, like because it's gonna.
Is it a copper roof color?
There's so many different cool roof colors, Nick. Like there's
Yeah.
some really neat stuff. So I'm excited to how excuse me. I'm excited how prominent the roofing is going to be in the project. And
What color is it gonna be?
we don't know yet. I don't think.
Probably a burnished slate, probably like a charcoal.
Yeah.
But it's just a different style house, big pitch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Still,
that's cool.
you know-
I like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man.
The trust
Nice.
is where it's going to be a bear, but we'll have to
Yeah, I mean, we're still figuring. We're not 100% sure like what the heck we're doing with it because it reminds me of kind of that West Texas type fucking style, and we're like, okay, hold on, we'll figure it out. But
For sure.
The plans cut up with a pitch roof.
we got this all sketched out, and we'll
Yeah,
shit,
looks
man,
great.
We'll figure it out. We're not 100% sure what the heck it'll be, but super excited about it, and
Yes.
we got it rolling. So that's the battle these days. Rodriguez will be in Desert Mirage over there by Jason White's. Enrique Gonzalez will be in Luke Ranch Estates. I just got the address today, so I know what to call it. And then the McNeils, we're building. My favorite thing is we're building in a subdivision where we were literally told that we can't build, and we'll have essentially an entire block to us. So lot 7, lot 8, and lot 10 are
They
ours,
should change
even
the
though-
name of. They should change the name of that street.
Yeah, I'm gonna change the name of that street to "In Your Face, Bitch." But yeah, that's one of my favorite things is that we're like, oh no, you're not allowed to build here, and it's like, oh, okay, cool, we'll just build 3 on the same block. But aside from that, man, we're still like I'm going to send the McNeil plans to I found I don't 100% remember what we talked about last week, but did I mention that I was looking at outsourcing drafting?
No, we never got to that.
Yeah, so I there's a website called freelancer.com, and you can get in touch with talented people from all over the world. And I've been in contact with an architect and civil engineer in India. And I'm going to send the plans, kind of a plan over and be like, hey, I've got $500. Can you draw an entire set of construction drawings? And we're going to see what happens. So we're going to try. It doesn't hurt anything to try. But
they
from
just
a
send
business-
everything back in like popsicle sticks.
like, what type of lumber is this? But we're gonna give it a shot. Once again, key thing being, if you have any construction questions, anything that you're interested in, what's it cost to build? Where, hey, where would you recommend building? I need a lot. I want to do something unique, like anything at all. Like reach
What
out and ask us.
electrical costs on a remodel?
Yeah. Well, home maintenance and repair. I mean, like that's
No one knows.
That's up our alley too. So even if you
I
own
know.
a home already and you want some advice on how to fix something or bring it up, definitely seen a lot of the worst of the worst when that stuff's concerned. So we can definitely help you guys.
How to bring a 1968 house up to code is what the electrical should be called. After we opened it up and it's like, where do all these wires go? And you're like, dude, half of these wires aren't even connected to anything. But yeah, that's that from a construction standpoint, that's it. So
Wait. On construction though, we had not construction, but you guys had previously mentioned maybe getting a cat. Is that still going anywhere?
Well, it is, but we're learning. We're trying to focus our energies on one thing at a time, and because it's real easy to jump around because you get excited about things. And we had what I would refer to as a little bit of a significant breakthrough on a big project that we're trying to pitch, which is, we'll bring it up when the time is right. Now's not the time, to quote Matt. But
then what about the other thing, model home?
Or office or model home.
We're going to build a model home. We are going to build a model home. Advantageous from a tax position. We think it's advantageous. If we have a model home, we have an office. And if we have a model home and we build a pool at cost, we also have a party house. So call me crazy, but yeah, like we clearly build a model home at no cost and then just go there and party on the weekends.
Yeah.
Man,
imagine having this model open and we're all just in the pool drinking. And we're like, it's like, yo, you guys want to build a house? Cool, man. Get in.
Look around. Yeah, look around.
Grab a beer. And I have been the Yeti's full, man. Hop in.
Matt and I have been looking at those mod pools on Instagram. The old shipping containers.
Oh yeah,
they're super cool. They got some really cool designs out there, and
they definitely have some cool stuff.
And yeah, I think that would be something to look into.
No, I think any pool advancement's clearly going to be something worthwhile. But yeah, we're going to build it. The number one thing we have to figure out now is where, because it needs to be something that's rather centrally located so that, we do catch kind of pass by traffic. Because in an ideal world, the way that it would work is that, boom, I get up in the morning, do whatever I do, like me guys, dude, I'm up early, dude, well before 10.
You'd be at that model home every day by 11.
Yeah.
By 11, no question asked, dude. No question
11.
asked. Maybe 12, 1 o'clock, Nick, 1 o'clock at the latest. But nonetheless, like, my thought is that, you get there and I mean, I could just be doing what I'm doing from here and, have it open. One of the interesting things that we will need to discuss, and I'm going to be very hard-headed about this, is I want to be the first person that builds a model home that absolutely shows what the baseline is, which has almost no upgrades from a big ticket standpoint. Because in my experience, when people walk into a model home that's got every upgrade, right, and then the sign out front says, ooh, this house starts at $249. And you're like, oh my God, this house is amazing. What does this house cost? And they're like, oh, $375. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, let's show someone what we could do for the absolute least. And then just go, look, guys, it only gets better from here. Like, this house doesn't start at this amount. This house is this amount.
Is this?
That's
what your sign should say. This house is.
Right? That's the
Yeah.
giant sign out front. This
Yeah, that's
house,
this
all
house
caps, is this
Yeah.
much.
This house is $165 a square foot.
That's perfect. Like we'll have an outhouse right next to the pool.
Porta potty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
what-
not even an outhouse. It's just like a pit of sand and a shovel.
It's just
Like a big
hole.
litter box.
It's a litter box. It's just got full of cat. They're like, what is this? A volleyball court? And you're like, yeah, it's a volleyball court.
Exactly.
It'll save you tons of money. It sucks in the winter, but
Kick shit in it. Cats
Bundle
love it.
up.
Too hard. Yeah.
But no, I think we could be trendsetters because here's another thing too. Understand that also if you build with us, we're never going to be the cheapest builder. So it's like I'm never going to tell you like, oh, we could build like, oh, let me show you like we could build this thing for nothing. And our baseline is going to be better than some people's standard package. So why not just be like, look, dude, the cheapest we can build a house is for $150 a square foot if you have a $50,000 lot. That's it. And then have it on this lot and have a cool pool. Like, okay, listen, the pool's clearly an upgrade, but just do a couple of things that you're like, okay, hey, these are clearly options. Like this house at this price doesn't come with a pool.
The only upgrades maybe to put in the model home like that, like with what we're saying, might be like the pool, like maybe the appliances, like just put some cool looking appliances.
But what if we did the ones that we want to do that we think are cool that would be our baseline?
I'm into that. No, I'm into that. And maybe we have different understandings of what our baseline is. But yeah, I'm right there with you. Like with the flooring, like we can get so many cool things done at $1.25 with the paint.
Dude, we put the 99-cent inner ceramic tile in. That's awesome.
Right.
And go like, look, you get this. This is the cheapest tile that we have. And it looks awesome in here. We put it in a $600,000 house.
Right. And then the cabinets, the solids like I have in my house, those are cool.
Yep. Oh, for sure.
They don't have to be those ones, but I know that they make other colors at that price point. And like they're you have that. The granite you can get for $45 a square foot is awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah. The
Eric, you found bathroom vanities for fucking $160.
$160. I need to do like a before and after pic of like what was in there versus what we got for $160.
Yeah.
Right? By just getting a little creative, just being like, no, dude, let's go look. Maybe we find something. And it's going to be so cool. But yeah, I want to be the first person that builds a true baseline model. And FYI, I came up with an idea on how to do windows in the kitchen and still get some floating shelving in there that I think you'll be fucking stoked about, Matt.
Cool.
But we're gonna build it. We're gonna build it. It's gonna be our office. It makes no sense to pay for office space. The more that I think about it, if we have a tax benefit during construction, and if we have a tax benefit paying for the fucking model home because it's considered advertising.
And if we have the lot for it, Kel, we should consider doing one of those three-car garages as part of it, because that would really benefit us for kind of storage and stuff too, as the model home's concerned. So and that's very marketable too, as a three-car garage.
Oh yeah, no. I think. Oh, and FYI, our number one sponsor, and do you guys know who our number one sponsor is, right?
Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace is Matt's, but no, amongst friends, who's our number one sponsor?
Spare Feet.
Oh, Spare Feet too. Yeah, okay. Who's our number two sponsor?
Samson.
Scott has said that if we build a model home, he will put a home gym together and put it in the model home for free.
Nice.
Yeah. And and he'll offer the different package levels.
He'll put in the one, just like like I said, I think we can keep it. And he said he will put it in the house for free. So we could totally go over there and you guys could get a quick pump in and then we just get in the pool.
So that being the case, like, and I'm recalling our conversation with Scott. It is going to be so advantageous to be able to just say, oh, you want a home gym, throw away yard sale, all your equipment that you ever had, finance this, and it's going to be amazing. Because so many people's home setups I mean, mine is like that, where it's just like a hodgepodge of just kind of crap you've accumulated. But if you're going to start fresh, have Scotty and those guys just design the tits, and it's like the tip top awesome, setup. It's laid out right.
You're building a $450,000 house, add 15K in there. That's nothing. It's literally $60 a month. And you have LeBron James's.
Yeah, you have better equipment than they have anywhere else in town.
LeBron will send his guys over to install it.
But no, we're going to build a model that as soon as we make progress with a couple of other things, because it is really easy to you get excited about this next thing and you jump to it and you don't finish what you were actually working on. And Matt and I were having this conversation about really just kind of buckling down and focusing on small thing. And like, let's focus on this and let's finish this. Yeah, let's not ride the high of talking about it. Let's do it.
Right. And that's kind of that whole elephant conversation. We have a couple of elephants and we have to just start lining out the bites that we got to take to eat them. That's the thing, is like we have to kind of prioritize and really get an idea. And what I love first and foremost about like just what we're doing and what we're talking about is like, I think we're thinking really big picture. I think we're thinking like, I think we're not thinking right in front of our face. I think we're thinking 5 years. I think we're thinking 10 years in some cases about how this stuff kind of maps out. And it's important to have those conversations, but it's always good to rein it back in as to, okay, what's step one, what's step two, what's step three, how do we get there? And so that's why I think it's good to kind of to touch base on both. Like, here's the big picture, here's the great idea, but then how do we do it? How do we start?
Yeah.
Like,
what's better than talking about 72 units, building 8?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, just like, hey, like it's easy to get excited, and it's easy to, and we have such good connections, and I think we have such good relationships with a lot of people that are involved that you just sit there and go, man, let's jump to this and jump to this and jump to this. And it's just, it can get crazy, but that from a construction standpoint, I think the cool thing is that the wheels are turning. We have our second meeting with the Las Cruces Downtown Development Group next week, actually. I want to say the 14th or the 15th. We've got to sit in on some Zoom meeting. So, but no, we spent way more time on building. I guess I didn't realize that we had that much to talk about, but you know what? Hey, once again, when things are good, things are good.
Pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. But yeah, one of the that topic you guys were touching on earlier that I thought really played in was the whole stimulus thing, and I mean, it's passed, right? I mean, it's in, it's happening. 1.9 billion.
Dude,
trillion?
that stimmy check is totally fucking my Tesla put.
Yeah.
It's not all about you, Matt. It's all about
not all about puts.
The American people.
Matt's like, people can wait to eat. Let me fucking cash my Tesla put.
Yeah, so I think whoever filed their taxes and did direct deposit will get the first payout, and then people who requested, like, who don't have a direct deposit option, they'll get a physical check, and then you get some sort of debit
cards, too now. So
my Tesla put is down 99.64%.
Yeah, I can imagine that sudden influx of stimulus money is screwing over any of those positions.
When did you? Okay, Matt, walk us. When I'm excited that people are getting $1,400.
Yeah, and why didn't you get out?
And Matt, well, when did you buy this? What was Tesla stock at? And what was your primary? What was your? I mean, and I know you hate Tesla. I know you.
I love Tesla. I want to
hate Tesla, dude. If we turn the camera off, you'd be like, "Fuck Elon, fuck this."
I like Tesla.
Screw Mars,
dude.
I like Tesla. You guys,
the boring companies.
It's made out of
flamethrowers. Lame.
It's made out of cardboard and paper mache. there's
burn it
no
with a flamethrower.
substance. It's filled with hydrogen, so if a match is near, it explodes like the Hindenburg. Walk us through why you hate Tesla so much, and why you bet against them, and why Tesla's fucking you in the ass.
Tesla's I think Tesla's an awesome company for a lot of reasons. The technology is great, the ambitions are great, but the thing is that they don't make any money. And so when you look at price to earnings ratios and stuff, they're just horrible. It's a really, really bad company, as in their stock price is just completely overinflated. What we saw last week and probably most of the month of February was that like it looked like the reckoning was upon us.
Mm-hmm.
And that Tesla was really, really going to tank. And I kind of started thinking about if I had the money to take a short position on Tesla, but I mean, it would have to, because the stock price is so high, you'd have to put like a protective call a little bit out of the money and then kind of write it down. And I'm sure that there's hedge funds that made a shitload of money doing that. But I just thought, I'll play into it. I'll watch it kind of ride down. And I bought a put on Friday that printed like some pretty good money early in the morning. I thought it was going to keep going down. I bought a second put, and that printed, and I got greedy. It was all on me. Like I had a $1,400 gain in the period of about 45 minutes. And I thought it was going to be more because I thought it was going to ride down even harder, but it recovered that day. And all it did this week was just recover all week. Yeah. So it was, jokes on me. I should have taken the money and run when it was doing okay. But I didn't anticipate an end to the downward trend that Tesla was facing. I thought that people were getting hit to just how like overvalued it may be, but it might not be. I mean, intrinsic value is a thing in economics. Like there's certain things that aren't calculatable. Like we don't know what the future holds. We don't know what's going to dominate markets. And I think we've talked about it, a lot on the podcast, but I still think Tesla's in the position where they're going to die by 1,000 cuts. It's not that there's any one competitor who is going to dominate Tesla. It's that like Hummer is going to take a bite out of the Cybertruck, and Cadillac's going to take a bite out of the X, and the one E pointed out, the what is
Lucid.
it called? Lucid.
Take a bite out of the S.
The S, yeah. So there's just going to be just little bites happening all over the place, and that's going to be Tesla's demise. Not demise, but that it's going to be like a corrective factor. So I started seeing that, and I might be too soon. I might be ahead of my time as far as seeing that real drop, that real realistic price correction. But I was kind of thinking last Friday, like, oh man, the chickens have come home to roost, and I was wrong. So I made a wrong bet. The chickens haven't come home to roost. Doesn't mean I don't like Tesla as a company. I think what they do is amazing. I think the technology's unreal. I have the utmost admiration and respect for Elon. But I mean, numbers are numbers, and if I think Kevin had done the math, and he said that like if GE was had the same PE ratio as Tesla, the shares would be in the tune of like $20,000 or $30,000 each or something like that. Wow. Because they actually make money. Like GE makes money. They don't make crazy money considering how big of a company they are, but they make a shitload of money compared to Tesla. So there is kind of.
You guys know about Stellantis?
What's that? Is it a stock?
Yeah.
I heard something, not Stellantis today, but I heard that Elon made about 20 billion today.
He made 20 billion today?
Something like that, yeah.
Dude, I mean, Tesla was up 5%, and I mean they're up once again. Like if you bought them on Tuesday, you're up 20%.
Yeah.
Stellantis, STLA. I think it's.
What do they do?
Oh, they merged. They're sort of a start with Fiat Chrysler.
Okay.
Back in last October, they were in the $11 range here, and they're trading 18, and they took a nice little swoop up. You kind of see that.
Is this the people that they made the new Jeep Wagoneer?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So they've got the 3 Jeeps. coming out.
Who do you?
Who?
I mean, who do you think Apple's going to partner with?
What? Who think what?
Who do you think Apple's going to partner with? Is it going to be some like obscure company like Stellantis, like we've never heard of, or?
You know, Nick, I've thought about that long and hard, and one of the things that I don't think
Daewoo.
brought up is why aren't we starting to like just buy Apple in dips? Because we're trying to speculate what company is going to take a rocket, you know, to the moon by getting bought out by Apple. But literally, if Apple just makes that thing happen, I mean, you're going to see a pretty significant stock bump on Apple if they're going to be in the car market, because unlike every other car manufacturer out there, they have money.
Yeah.
And not like a little bit of money. They
got
have
loads of money.
They have fucking truckloads. I mean, like literally, if you were to just think of $100 bills, they have truckloads of money. So they like, no matter, I think that, and I've been meaning to bring this up to you guys because I had this thought one time and I didn't bring it up, but like, why aren't we looking at trying to just buy Apple when we see it as a value? Because
It's $122.25 a share right now.
Is it? And so maybe that's the play. Maybe it's not trying to pick who Apple pairs with, but let's just try to buy Apple dips. And so when we know that Apple's going to get in the car business, they're going to dominate because they have the team. Apple has one of the best tech teams on the face of the planet. And if there's anybody that's going to give Elon a run for his money, is if there's the fucking iCar, it's going to be dope. It's going to be. Really,
did you? I didn't send it to you guys. Amazon has a crazy taxi thing coming out.
Really?
No, it's not a drive. There's no driver. It just autonomous by itself, and it doesn't even have like it has two windshields, so it looks like it's going the same direction. It can go back and forth, and it picks like 4 people up at a time. I just saw it. It's pretty cool. I don't know if it's COVID regulated, but
if you look at the 5-year chart for Apple, it would be like, why don't you just put all of your money in Apple?
Yeah. Well, even right now, like I feel like we're in an Apple dip right now, with it being at $121, like E is saying, like it was $135 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean,
January
a couple days earlier this
it was
week.
100. January 26th, it was 143.
Yeah, it's a good stock, man. It's a good stock, and the products are fantastic. And not gonna say it on this podcast, but when we close down, I got an idea that I've kind of filled in Kel about that kind of relates to Apple a little bit. That we were kicking around, and we might make some investments. I want to talk to you guys about it if you want to get in.
It would be totally worthwhile to pull $10K out of the operating account and buy $10,000 of Apple stock right now, and not touch it, and just be like, no, just it's $10K in Apple. That's it.
Right.
Yep.
I feel very similarly about Microsoft dips. I feel like they're also accommodating markets that are tethered technologically to Apple, but not quite as innovative. But like I just remember seeing today one of the ads for the Surface, and the thing that kind of blew my mind was like it showed like a MacBook Air, and it was showing that like all the things the Surface can do that the MacBook Air couldn't, but then it was like, and it's $400 less. And so there's some real value to that, you know, because and thinking about just the educational factor with kids and them doing Zoom and everything, like the district got some pretty, Los Cruces Public School District, and I'm going to get the numbers wrong, but I think it was like sub $400 is they have these HP 360s, and they're really powerful. It's just amazing to me thinking about this little computer that is really, really powerful for like $400 that they can just dole out to kids and have them, you know, do their studies and whatnot. But you know, the Microsoft platform's strong.
Side note, I was filing a complete deviation from this, but I was filing an email away, and I thought it was funny, and Matt can attest to this, that we're building a house for Jason White, and yesterday he goes, hey, FYI, we don't even have like a signed contract or anything. And I was like, oh shit, we don't, do we? So I had to sketch one up last night and shoot it over to him. And he looks at it, he goes, fuck, dude. He goes, this thing's like 14 pages. He's like, I'm gonna have to have my attorney. I was like, no, listen, don't worry. I sent it to him in Word format. I was like, if you want to change something, just change it and fucking send it back. Like, we're good. And then if you sign something you don't like it, tell us, we'll change it and we'll re-sign it. But yeah, we're building a $650,000 house and we don't even have we have a handshake.
Yeah, spit and
we
shake.
have a handshake.
Yeah, spit and shake.
We do all of our contracts on napkins.
I do it's called a wink contract. So if
Guaranteed.
That's different than
no
a
deal.
twink contract, just FYI.
Blink. Abe Blinken.
Lincoln.
Well, the market's crazy, man.
I am pleasantly surprised that there's going to be a recovery and they're going to do some market liquidity to bail things out, but it did not play for my investment strategy.
You think the stimulus is going to float this again?
Yeah,
it's going to float it for a while. I also think Biden's sort of speech about trying to get all people vaccinated by like July 4th or something is going to really push the travel industry again. So Carnival, Norwegian, all those are going to start popping again. I think
it was by May, so people could gather by July. So
True.
People vaccinated by May, and then everyone can gather.
And Matt, Matt, and you are you more worried about the Democratic regime hindering oil production? Because I'm a firm believer in that I really don't think it matters what the government does. But when I look at the price of oil, and when I look at when it first started to dip in January of 2020, and then if I looked at oil stock.
Are you talking oil futures or the company ticker sign oil?
Company stocks. But I'm also looking at the price of a barrel of crude. So like if I look at if I look at rig, right? That's that interesting
Transocean
one that I've jumped in a little bit.
I think what's interesting is that I don't think
I'll state my point real quick, okay?
Go for it.
December 31st, 2019, rigs at $6.88. It's had a jump, it's clearly kind of declined over that period, but then all of a sudden it goes from being $6.88 to $1.04 by March. And it just so mirrors the fucking April 24th, oil's at its lowest price. It jumps from April 3rd, $88 a barrel, to April 24th, $19 a barrel. And it just so mirrors like the price of oil. And as much as I think production has a say in it, OPEC, I truly think, drives oil pricing.
Yeah, and I think that rigs an interesting thing to bring up because it's an offshore drilling deal, and there's not for whatever reason there's not the political climate opposed to offshore drilling as there is towards fracking. So for whatever reason, I feel like in the Democratic regime, like you said, I think rigs a better investment than a lot of the other ones because they're gonna. I think offshore drilling is gonna be in a better place than anybody who's trying to get oil out the ground via fracking. Just with the potential. Again, it hasn't been imposed, but the potential regulatory pitfalls against fracking that could negatively impact those businesses selling oil on the market.
I think if oil hits a certain price, they'll produce. I think those companies will produce no matter what.
Until they're told they can't. That's my argument. Until they're told.
I don't think fracking's the only way that they're producing. I think there's a lot of other ways to produce too that become more financially feasible. I think fracking's a cheap way to get oil out of shitty pockets.
Okay. I don't know enough about it, so I'll defer to you. Definitely.
But I keep looking at these oil stock. For example, Marathon, December 31st, 1350. And then March 20th, it's like it all follows the price of oil. To me, is a more telltale sign of what people can and can't do with oil stock. So it's this interesting dichotomy of having Democrats in office, which are clearly going to be anti real exploratory type production, versus oil's still worth enough that it's like, no, we'll figure, we won't frack, but we'll figure out how to get it anyway. But it's for me, oil's just a really interesting topic on my mind to just see like what might be happening, because it's oil is at a 52-week high.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, so when oil took a crap, it was basically the start of the pandemic. Everything was getting locked down, and then you had that coupled with OPEC saying that they weren't gonna limit supplies, they weren't gonna try to drive up prices, and so everything crashed at the same time. All people got locked in their houses, and OPEC said, "Screw it! It's a free market. Oil can be $2 a barrel, and we don't care." And that really drove down the market.
Yeah, 1 year ago to the day, it was $93 and 25, and it's been on a steady incline since 21st.
Yeah,
a low of 1362 on April 21st, and now it's up to 62 cents. But you see it in the gas prices, man. You see it in gas prices.
Right.
Go fill your car up with gas and tell me you're like, oh fuck.
How much of a delay do you feel like there is with that?
I feel like gas prices and oil prices are I feel like every morning the gas station goes out there and changes the fucking price.
No, they do. Yeah, 100%. Because they're anticipating the change for sure.
Yep.
So this is sad to see, right? This is lumber futures. This is look at this. Look at this thing right here.
Damn.
And they're high.
It's still going up.
Futures are high. Does not.
Wow.
I saw this little trend, and I was telling Kelly, hey, that's gonna fall, and it's like, no, we're just whooping right back up.
Damn, that's no good.
But maybe this trend, I don't know. Maybe this trend is last. What does it look like? 5 day, like maybe 5 day. Kel, that's a channel down chart.
Yeah,
it's a channel down. I mean, it's not gonna explode. It doesn't look like one of those wedges.
No.
It's channeling down. So hopefully we see some lumber relief with pricing, because man,
I wouldn't hate that.
It's been a killer for our business.
Yeah. Thank God we don't have a contract with Jason.
Hey Jason, we just figured out lumber prices are astronomical. So your house is about $800,000 now.
We're going to use the lumber from your house and take it to another location.
Sorry, Jason, your house isn't getting built.
All right. Well, I'm gonna share. I'm gonna share a little screen with you here, because I am, as a Buffalo Bills fan,
I'll be right back.
I went into this. It's an interesting offseason in the NFL. In this,
I'm getting ready for this. These are my censorship glasses.
Those are so cool. What are those?
It's just like a piece of black.
Are those COVID glasses?
They're COVID glasses.
It's a sneeze guard.
Yeah. I'm gonna wear these the first time I go out.
Well, because of COVID, the NFL is, man, it's about to be a salary cap fucking nightmare. People are getting cut left and right. And you can't re-sign anyone. I mean, Nick Your Chargers, Hunter Henry's gone.
Yeah.
Melvin Ingram gone. Denzel Perryman gone. You know, like all these guys are just freaking getting cut because the salary cap dropped from 200 something to 182 million.
Yeah, it's weird how that's working.
It's weird how those glasses are right there. That's what's weird. I love them, dude. That's I want to
headroom
borrow
on them.
those. I want to borrow those to next time I go to the discoteca.
Perfect.
I
like it.
But
So
I have
you
to
don't ever
admit-
have to worry about him borrowing those then.
I will not go to the discoteca. But I want to share because as a Buffalo Bills fan, my favorite player on defense,
Yeah, this is great.
Matthew Milano, Boston College, drafted 4 years ago, 5th round. A draft pick that the Bills got because they traded Mike Gillislee, a running back. Or no. They didn't trade. He signed with the Patriots, and then we got a compensation pick, and we picked Milano. And I was 100% sure because of cap implications that the dude's gone.
Yeah.
There's a super cool story. I'll see if I can find it. He's a minimalist. He literally lives in a studio apartment in Buffalo, and the guys were like making fun of him because like they'd come over to hang out. He doesn't even have a couch for them to sit on. So like he's like, no, I don't have things. Like he doesn't have stuff, and he doesn't care about stuff. But he just re-signed today with the Bills, 4 years, 44 million, below market value because he loves what's going on there. And he posted this at 3:26 p.m. today. And I have to say that this is the single greatest I'm re-signing with the team tweet I've ever seen in my life. Hold on. I don't think I did share with sound.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving! The show goes on! This is my home! They're gonna need a fucking wrecking ball to take me out of here!
I wonder.
I'm sorry, guys.
I wonder. So that meme or that clip is really, really popular on the Wall Street bets community, and I like in my mind's eye to imagine that he doesn't need the extra money because he bought GameStop at like $40.
Yeah, maybe.
$1 million in GameStop at $40, and now he's got like 7 million, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm not fucking leaving. I just made my own salary increase." That whole
Well, I like the guy. Some guy had half of his contract go to Bitcoin.
Yeah, I saw that too.
That's super smart.
Who was that?
Like some defensive player for like the Panthers or something,
Nick,
or the Jaguars.
how are those glasses changing in size?
They're not, just the reflections changing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Those are rowdy. I like them.
No. It's not. It's
You know what's GameStop up to today?
Oh shit. Like
$260.
Russell Okung
Yeah.
will
Okun.
receive half. Yeah, he will be getting half of his contract in Bitcoin. Russell Okung considered the highest paid player in the NFL after getting half of his contract in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. GameStop 260. Jesus.
yeah, the 5 day here is nuts. I was thinking about buying a put around 290, but they were like $4,000 because of the volatility. because it's just been all over the place. So like even the options writers are like, fuck, I don't know, 4,000.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like, I don't know. It's gonna go wherever. Just
to guess.
Expensive as shit. Yeah. So, but if you, I mean, just depending on where you bought it, I mean, dude, if you had bought a put up in this range, holy fuck. Like, and this is over the course of like, so that's at 11:45 in the morning to
An hour?
yeah, an hour. That would have printed, let's do the math on that. So 100 times 100, it's a 10 grand, right? That'd have printed 10 grand. One put would have printed 10 grand from there to there.
Yeah.
Yeah. On that tank. Now it would have gotten a lot less when it leveled out, but still it's kind of crazy. That stock is going to be, they're going to write books. They're going to write books on books about what's going on with GameStop and like how certain, they're going to like have to write laws and regulations about GameStop and not GameStop itself, but like what the hedge funds have done with like that over shorting and like all of the borrowing. It's gonna start like a real investigation about like why it's allowed to do that, because I think what's happening with the amount of short interest that's happening with GameStop is that there's short shares that are borrowed and they're all tied up. So like all of these retail investors with the shares that are left are just driving the price up on their own. Because the short sellers, they don't want to buy shares, they borrowed them and sold them. They don't want to buy shares to capitalize on gains. The short sellers are stuck. They're locked in a short position. And so all the retail investors with like that last 2% of just available shares, it doesn't take a lot of money to just drive up the price, and then having the shorts having to cover are just, you know.
Yeah, it's just astronomical.
Yeah, it's a frenzy. It's really bizarre. I think that there's going to be books written about it. I mean, I'm sure there are. I think they're even talking about a movie about Deep Value, the guy, Deep fucking Value on Reddit, who started this whole thing.
Well, they better cast Leo.
Mm-hmm.
So we were on sports. We got the Bills signing their linebacker, right?
Yeah, Matt Milano, Boston College.
Yeah, that's effing awesome for the Bills. I mean, that's a steal of a deal.
I love it.
We got, some interesting video out of the baseball world with Johnny Damon. That was sort of interesting.
What happened with Johnny Damon?
Have you not seen it?
He basically gets pulled over by the cops. He may have had a little too much to drink.
Had a beverage.
And then his wife gets out of the vehicle and is like arguing with the cop. And Johnny Damon basically just tells his wife to walk home.
And then they all get arrested.
Yeah. And then everybody goes to jail.
It's pretty freaking crazy.
It is pretty funny. A couple days ago.
Yeah. A couple days ago.
Duke's out of the tournament. They're not going.
Yep. First time, 96?
Been a minute.
Yeah, I can't even. What was their record this season?
Oh,
it was terrible, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like what the hell happened? I thought they always had like the best recruiting class.
A lot of the Duke players opted. I think a lot of Duke players opted out. So they're 13-11.
They didn't. The coach K said he didn't want to play any out of conference games because of COVID.
Oh,
so all they did was play in conference games, and that hurt them.
Yeah, but they still went 13-11. So it's like,
I don't think their players opted out though. One kid said he wasn't going to play anymore like last week.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did UNC win today?
They did. They beat Virginia Tech.
Okay.
Virginia Tech was ranked 22.
Yeah, that's nice.
Won. So we play Florida State tomorrow.
Yeah. Didn't you guys completely dominate the game before this?
Yeah, we killed Notre Dame by
48 points or something.
48.
Couple reasons I'm stopping you. One, while I've been behind you, you've left your lane multiple times. Just say it. Okay, while I've been behind you, you've left your lane multiple times, and you actually struck the curb at one point on Main Street.
Okay, all I'm saying
Stay in the car.
All I'm saying is...
Get back in the car.
Are Are you
go
kidding
in
me
the
right
car.
Stay back there. Hey,
I'm telling
Hey.
her to go in the car.
don't stand over here.
Hey, we are right
Stand
there.
over here.
We are right there.
Get back in the
Wow.
car.
All right.
Point
Get
three
back
oh.
in-
2 hours.
2 hours afterwards.
Don't touch me.
Yeah.
Don't touch me.
Let
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Let go.
Don't touch me.
No, hey, stop. Stop.
Fighting 1, 2, actually.
Hey, we are at
Stop.
home
Turn
right
around. Hey,
What are you doing?
Hey, we
Hey,
are.
we are.
face the car. Face the car.
Hey, I'm not.
Face the car.
It's so good.
It's,
Yeah, you are.
I don't
Wait
think his
till he
wife was
goes-
as drunk as he was.
Wait till he starts saying Blue Lives Matter.
Yeah.
The thing that gets on my nerves about these guys is like you're so rich. Like, why are you even driving yourself anywhere?
I'll
Yeah.
tell you what else gets on my nerves is that that the cops didn't even fucking shoot him. Because I can bring up a video right now of someone doing a lot less and getting shot. And
Yeah.
it's just like, if you but once again, I think it boils down to this. I would love to have law enforcement on here and chat about it. At times, like, I feel like even if you watch that video, I still don't feel like that cop has any comprehension of de-escalation.
No.
And it's constantly like, get back in the fucking car, get in the. And where you would just, if you're dealing with a drunk girl,
Yeah.
you could totally be like, hey, ma'am, and don't get me wrong, is it like completely what's the term for being like cool for one person but not for the other, but like, like it's
Biased or something, or
yeah, it truly is. I get it, but like if he was like, hey ma'am, if you would just sit down for 1 second, I'll come over here and we'll take care of everything, but I just need you to sit down for 1 second. Like the concept of de-escalation.
Yeah.
There, if Johnny Damon at point,
well, it's bargaining, right? Like de-escalation is all like small bargains, right? So when you have that person get out of the truck and you say, hey, can you do me one little favor? Do me one little favor, and I'll get to you. I want to hear exactly what you have to say, but do me a little favor. You can leave the door open, but
lie. Hey, listen, you hop in the car. I'll get you guys home in 2 seconds.
Yeah. Just chill.
Why?
You guys as home as soon as we possibly can. But here's the deal. I need you to just not
Hypocritical is what I was looking for.
Yeah, but again, like you're saying, like, but get back in the fucking car. It's like you're just welcoming adversarial, like you're saying. It's just you're escalating, you're creating a confrontation. Yeah. And that's silly. Like, it's silly. And then, but cops have this mentality, I feel like, ultimately, where they're like, no, you guys gotta, what do they say? It's like,
it's always a worst case scenario with them. They're like, you don't know what these, I'm like, dude, you know instantly. You ran his plates. You know it's Johnny Damon. If you get murdered by Johnny Damon, that's on me. That's on me. That's my bad.
Obviously, you're a Red Sox fan.
Yeah. And you might deserve it.
Yeah.
Let's say that. But like, it's just crazy that like, clearly it's two drunk people. And I totally feel like you could trick them into doing what you want.
Right.
Totally. We can, my brother-in-law, he's a retired sheriff's officer. We can get him on.
Oh, yeah. Let's get him on here.
Yeah, we should do it.
Blue Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Not tonight, God damn it.
No, we'll do it.
Not tonight. Jerk.
Call him.
Yeah, Duke had a couple kids opt out for COVID. Jalen Johnson, their big one of their big recruit opted out. But at 13 and 10, tough shit. Like you're not like you're not making the turn. It's crazy. I don't know the last time they didn't make it.
Yeah. Sure, figure that out.
I think it's been over 20 some years.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I was thinking 96.
95.
Okay.
That was a good year.
Yeah. Krasinski missed most of that season with a ruptured disc in his lower back.
Who?
Krzyzewski or whatever his name is.
Krzyzewski.
Krasinski.
Krzyzewski.
Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc.
We're talking about the Dukes here. The Dukes.
Duke boy, Bo Duke, Luke Duke, and Krasinski.
Albuquerque Dukes.
Mike Krasinski. Spell it.
Nobody can spell it.
Yeah, dude, it's like 6 Z's, 3 Y's, and a K. No one fucking. Oh, that was funny. Yeah, they're out. Did you guys watch the dunk contest?
Yes.
No.
What were your thoughts?
Awful.
I'm telling you, I know how to fix it. I can fix it.
That's what we should have brought up, because Griffin was talking about how to fix it too, but I didn't watch it because I really didn't care what he had to say.
Yeah, listen, hey, don't get bought out from Detroit and then sign with the greatest team ever configured in Brooklyn, not named Paul Pierce Sampson. But I really think that if you lined up get 4 NBA guys, okay, one, it has to be $1 million prize, $1 million. Some company, Sprite, someone put up $1 million because people will fucking go hard for a fucking mill.
Yeah.
And then have 4 play-in guys that aren't in the NBA. That the general public gets. Everyone submits videos and everyone votes on the video, and the 4 best videos uploaded. So you get 4 guys off of the street.
Kel, how do you pick the 4 guys off the street?
Vote. There's a vote on NBA.com. The video you submit your video to NBA.com. You'll upload your video, and everyone votes, and you have 4 people.
My internet holiness is already excited about this.
Because I don't think that's ever going to happen.
That would be amazing.
The NBA guys are scared of having their being shown up.
They get run out of the gym by some
all
of
they
these
do
guys.
is practice dunks. They don't have to practice anything else.
They shouldn't.
I know, but it's a dunk contest, Eric.
They're a dunk guy's a one-trick pony.
Who wins go watch a long drive contest? Who wins long drive contests?
Well, Kel, this is why I'm gonna be in your court on this, because I actually think that this creates other business opportunities for the NBA. Because if you have, let's just say, for instance, that you have the guy who dominates let's just say in a serendipitous world, somebody who's not in the NBA wins the dunk contest, right? Well, then now you have a market to say, all right, well, let's have you play one-on-one versus somebody in the NBA. So you could have a one-on-one contest or some little side games and stuff to make even more money off of televising that type of stuff. To say are you good at that? Or are you going to be good at this? I feel like there's ancillary things that could actually be.
I don't disagree with what Eric's saying, but I would also point out that off the top of your head, name the 3 guys that were actually in the dunk contest.
Dylon.
The dunk contest has become a specialty thing.
The one kid from Duke who I thought was actually gonna do something, because that kid can jump out the gym.
Cassius Stanley.
Yeah, he didn't do anything. His very first dunk was nice. And he hasn't even dunked in an NBA game.
I know, he has 0 dunks in an guess who else has 0 dunks in an NBA game? Me. But also the guys that we would be putting I just think that what you have to do is you have to kind of poke the bear by being you NBA guys, you guys are so awesome, but you know what? You can't even win your own dunk contest. You know what I mean? It's kind of that whole thing of being look, you guys are awesome. You're clearly the better players. There's a reason why you're getting paid, and you're better all around. You're a better player. But this is the dunk contest, and this is about being the baddest thing. What if someone put a $10 million, what's $10 million to Sprite?
Nothing.
10 million.
That's
10
a
million.
lot of Sprite cans, though.
I mean, I think
I
they.
mean, don't get me wrong, it's diabetes, but no, that's not the point. It's
like
but it's
$50
$10 million to the company is nothing. $10 million to Sprite is nothing. Put $10 million up for a dunk contest and
It's a
see who's
NASCAR sponsorship.
from Busch Beer, you motherfuckers. But no, I just think you gotta make it worthwhile for, like, why would a rich person enter a fucking tournament where you make like nothing? Like, why would you just do? I don't know. Like, I get it.
Yeah,
So
no, I like that thought process.
put a $10 million first prize, and then allow 4 people from just the streets to fucking play in. And then see if any of these NBA guys fucking feel like, oh no, I'm not gonna let someone come onto my turf and beat me.
Yeah.
But then again, Aaron Gordon should have 2 championships and he has 0. So it's weird, man. You never know who's gonna win.
I think you should
Who's
have
that?
one and tied for one.
Who's
one
that
between
white
him and
kid
Line
that's-
were
Oh, that the kid that does the weird scorpion dunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude's fucking bad.
It's a scorpion dunk.
Yeah.
he does it like with his arm all I thought we showed it to you the other day.
Oh,
Well, that's how I fixed the dunk contest.
Here,
$10 million first prize. 4 NBA players get selected. 4 players play in from the street. It's a real dunk contest, and it's NBA versus street guy, head to head. Boom, 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 all the way up.
Well, it's only a matter of time before the 3-point contest has a half court shot. So
Right?
that'd be cool.
Eric, UFOs, man.
Hey,
Is that just
I got
is that an Oklahoma thing?
is that an Oklahoma thing? Lots of people have seen UFOs.
Name one.
You got Commander Faber. Have you guys ever seen that stuff with the Commander Faber?
Name one. Name one person that's seen
Lazar.
a UFO that's not Baker Mayfield.
Bob Lazar.
Commander Faber. That's what I'm talking about. Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar is driving one or some shit.
Yeah, no, if you drive one, that's not the same as seeing it. Like, it's like, it's like the difference between owning a Lambo and seeing one. So like Bob Lazar owns a UFO.
I don't think the topic is who's seen it. I think the topic is so Baker Mayfield and his wife said they saw a UFO.
Yep.
And okay, cool. A lot of people see things. But then Cowherd. Now we're back on the dunk.
No,
yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead. Go ahead. Finish that up.
So then Cowherd basically hates on Baker.
Well, one, he absolutely
Well, he hates him.
hates Baker.
He hates
Yeah,
him.
they've been going at it for years.
So
Dude, his hat's on backwards. He's like, no, but NFL quarterback doesn't wear his hat back. It's like,
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ,
come
dude.
on.
So he basically says, I would prefer all the qualities of a franchise quarterback. I want to know your arm, your good pre-snap, are you mobile? The ability to see UFOs in the offseason is nowhere near my top 10 qualifications. And then he says something to the sort of, Tom Brady's never seen aliens.
Oh, Troy Aikman, Joe
And
Montana.
then-
He goes through and he rattles off like Terry Bradshaw. He just
Yeah.
rattles off the
Bradshaw,
worst.
Yeah. And then Tom Brady hits him back like, how do you know I've never seen aliens, Colin?
It's so cool that Tom Brady like kind of stood up for him, like, dude,
Yeah.
you're just being a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, stop just being a dick. Like,
Yeah.
So that was pretty funny.
No, it cracked me up because I think Baker, his commercials are some of my favorite things. As
They're
a
good.
Bills fan, clearly I'm a Josh Allen guy, so you know I'm always going to be like, if it comes to Baker, Lamar Jackson, Josh Rosen, Sam Darnold, those guys, I'm always going to be a Josh Allen stan. But Baker's my second favorite out of that group. Baker wanted the Bills to get, but I knew they couldn't, even though I made a horrible bet with Jason White before the season about how I'm like, dude, he won't even get drafted. And he went 1-1. I bet him $20 that he would not even get drafted. 7 rounds, not drafted. And he went 1-1. If there's a human being that's ever lost a bet worse, I need someone to explain it to me because I've never made a worse bet. But I actually like Baker. And I think, and I think he'll be fine. And I have no problem with him seeing sometimes I do think he says something like he kind of talks when he doesn't need to. He's a lot like me. It's probably why I like him a lot. But he does say some things when it doesn't need to be said. You know, when you're like a quarterback, you have PC platform.
Yeah.
But I love Baker, and I think he's good for football, and I think he's great in commercials, and I think he's great for fucking the Browns.
Oh,
And I think Colin Cowherd's being a fucking shithead and just being a dick. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Didn't we have a question about sports talk radio?
Yes, we did from Joey.
we did. Joey Barvo wanted us to answer his question about what we thought about Skip being paid. What is it? 4 years, 36 million. So like, 8.5. What is that? Yeah. 8.5 or 9 a year.
Yeah.
That's
and I think that's
ridiculous.
in the same ballpark as like Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, yeah. Skip Bayless is a waste of fucking life force.
Yeah.
Garbage.
I would find it hard to believe that anybody would rank Skip Bayless in like their top 20 of like sports talk radio or sports talk broadcast. Any broadcaster related to sports, I don't think anybody would rank Skip Bayless up there in like their top 20 favorites.
Yeah, he sucks.
No, he says shit that's so
Yeah,
unfathomably
I had to
wrong.
pull him up because I couldn't remember what he looked like. But now that I'm seeing him, I'm like, yeah, this guy.
I want to know like the percentage of how much bullshit that they're just making up to get views versus what they really believe.
I'd love to have him on a polygraph to see if he actually believes anything he's saying.
He doesn't. He the thing that gets on everybody's nerves about him, I think he just says shit to say shit. Like he just doesn't.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like he exactly. He just
It's like anybody with a conspiracy theory.
yeah.
He just spouts something off and
Well, and not even conspiracy theory, but just false equivalencies. Like okay. Oh, we're talking about Duke's won. Like if Gonzaga's won 28 games in a row, and New Mexico State has won 30, he's like, Gonzaga. He goes, they're overrated. He goes, you know what? New Mexico State's won 30 in a row, and it's like, dude, we've played Mesilla Valley Christian. We played 2 games at Mearshite. We played literally 1 game against fucking,
2D2 schools.
All-Stars.
Silver City.
Yeah, he goes, they've won 30 in a row, so they're better. And I feel like unfortunately, what's crazy is you have him. Nick Wright is equally as bad.
He
says shit.
Whitlock or Jason Whitlock or whatever.
Jason Whitlock. Well, and Jason Whitlock always wants, it always sounds like he feels like he's so much smarter than everyone. And it's like, no, eat it. And then Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith just I feel like he wants to be Jay-Z's best friend or Kanye's best friend. And he just wants to be, he's like the guy that's never, ever been cool. And then he starts to kind of be, and so now he's just like, I feel like he just makes shit up. And it reminds me of when he was like talking about Kevin Durant, and he's like, Kevin Durant's a close friend. And Kevin Durant was like, motherfucker, I never met you, dude. Like, don't say this shit.
That was great.
And that's why Jay Farrow used to do a really fun Stephen A.
So good.
An impersonation on Saturday Night Live. And he would be like, Thomas Jefferson was a close personal friend of mine. And that's why I know, and it's just like, it's so bad. But I think
Kel, do you remember Stephen A. Smith talking all that shit about Cowboy after McGregor got him with the shoulder? And then he posted him just punching dicks on this bag. Like he was doing this boxing stuff and he was just like, and he's like, it's gonna really hurt if their head's right here, and he's like punching down at the ground, and Rogan and
Rogan lost his shit.
Yeah, all these UFC guys were just clowning on him because he was trying to act like he was some kind of authority on fighting, and he posted one video of him in some fucking 10-ounce gloves doing this little walkie walk down the road. It was freaking
The NBA Finals have struggled in their second-round series with the Indiana Pacers. Here with a comment is ESPN analyst Stephen A. Smith. Thank you for coming, Stephen A.
Seth,
Full screen, Nick.
good to see you,
Hold
brother.
on.
So, Stephen A., the Heat trail the Pacers 2-1, and a lot of people continue to question whether LeBron James can close out big games.
I understand, brother.
Sorry, are you all right, Stephen A.?
This is a tough one for me, Seth, because I've known the man for 10 years. LeBron, I know you want to be a good teammate, but in the fourth quarter of a Miami Heat basketball contest, only one man should be holding the basketball, and that is LeBron James.
Well, like, what about Dwayne Wade?
This hurts me to say this. Because D. Wade is a friend.
He's a friend, okay.
We have hung together many times, intimately. I love the man like a brother. But D. Wade, you need to know that there is no way the Heat gets past the second round if the ball is not in LeBron's hands.
Okay, well, what if Chris Bosh comes back from injury? Do you trust him in the fourth quarter?
Chris Bosh and I are like soulmates. We have showered together. We have fed each other seedless fruits for more times than I can remember.
Seedless fruits.
But in the fourth quarter,
That's pretty damn
Chris
good.
Bosh should be nowhere near a basket.
Yeah, that's
great.
what it was like. Dude, Kevin Durant was like, "You don't fucking know me, dude.
Yeah.
You don't know me. You fucking say shit." And I feel like that's what it's become. It's just like, everyone goes, they make up shit, and then they just want to say things. The sun's square. We can see it, and you're like, no, it's an actual square. Man, it makes it hard. But it does make you appreciate some of the guys that you do enjoy. Pat McAfee, FYI, if you guys haven't listened to him or done anything with him, he is the best person to listen to talk sports. Pat McAfee, former Colts punter, hands
He's
down.
good.
Better than Dan Patrick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Dude, Pat McAfee's way better.
I don't know what your guys' thoughts are on Dan Lebitard, but I actually sort of like him.
Oh, the Lebitard, the
Stugotz, Lebitard.
Yeah, Stugotz is
I like
awesome.
those guys.
I know. But like, where has he gone? Like, where is he? Like, he quit.
ESPN fired him.
No, he quit.
Did he quit?
He quit. When they tried to fucking hack his fucking squad, and he goes, "Nah, I ain't having that." And he fucking bounced. Josh Olivas, who will be a guest on the show someday, he's got photos with Lebitard.
Yeah,
Nice.
huge Lebitard fan.
Well, all right. Well, nonetheless, sports is weird. Nick, what you drinking?
I'm drinking. Actually, I didn't go to a local brewery, unfortunately, this time. The Carbosh Love Street Blonde. It's just a Kolsch style beer. It's smooth sipping. It's pretty damn good. It's brewed deep in the heart of Texas, in Houston. We're familiar with Houston.
Paul Wall got his COVID shot. Saw that.
I know. I retweeted him to see if he'd follow me, but I don't know if he has yet.
Oh, damn.
And I think today's his birthday.
Is it sponsored by Paul Wall?
Sponsored
Paul Wall
by
and his grill.
What it do, baby?
What it do? He's so funny.
He's
he said if you that thing that I retweeted, he said if you do that, he'll follow you. Let me see. Let's see.
Yeah, see if he I haven't looked at my Twitter account since last time we figured out that I had one.
Matt, what are you drinking on?
Actually, I'm just drinking a Bud Claw.
Oh.
Whoa. Yeah. What change up. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm not.
No, dude, you're like Dwight in the office.
Concussion.
Like, you're not doing good.
Yeah, I'm definitely not okay. So that's why I'm drinking a Bud Claw. I had a couple sips on some bourbon. I had a Buffalo Trace before, and I just like, I didn't really feel like going down the bourbon hole. So just taking it easy, just having a claw. But
nice.
There you go. Yeah.
That's good.
Nice.
Not trying to go full on night.
E, what's your choice tonight?
I'm drinking the Blue Label Dickel, bottle and bonded.
Oh man.
I knew. You know what's fun? That'd have been funny if we would have been drinking the same thing. I was this close to drinking that, and
Are
I
you?
switched.
I was
last minute. I switched.
I was so undecided, and I was like, I hadn't had it in a while, so might as well take it. 11-year-old, aged 11 years, so
Damn.
it's good, really good.
What do you got, Kel?
Hold on. I'm tweeting at Paul Wall because he didn't fucking follow me.
He's drinking another bottle of larceny.
No, my eyes are open. My eyes are open. I'm awake. I'm not near. Oh my goodness. Watching the end of that, I was like, oh shit. This should be a video for high school kids on that you can do anything that you're set your mind to, you know?
Yeah. Just watch this guy.
I went a little. Yeah, I had to tweet at Paul Wall. I was like, man, you said you're gonna follow everyone that did that, and you didn't. Little something interesting. Whistle Pig.
Whistle Pig,
Oh,
the home stock. Nice.
Yeah, so I'm sipping on the Whistle Pig. I purchased this at the Pick Quick on Picacho. Funny thing, I had a Snapchat sent to me today from someone in the Elephant Ranch, sponsored by Elephant Ranch, out in what's that little part of town called where the post office is? Bear Acres.
Yeah,
Fair Acre.
Yeah.
And Dylan was in the video, and he was like, oh, he was acting like he was selling he was like, oh no, this bottle's great. It's Evan Williams. It's $40. It's awesome. And DJ was like, oh, but it's for Kelly Ford. He's like, this bottle's great. It's $700. And it was super funny. And we've got to get him on. We've got to get him on sometime because he really is doing cool things. But I bought this across the street before I really knew what it was, but I really liked it. And then one of the funny things is that
home stock.
This is actually
a
product.
Farm stock. Home stock.
It's the home stock. I have the rye, but this is a product of Canada.
Huh.
This is Canadian. And
so yeah, that's crazy.
It just I don't know, man. It's tasty. I would say that it reminds me of, I don't know if it has 200 flavors like
Woodford
does. It's got a solid 160 though. It's 160. But it reminds me of it's clearly a high end enough bourbon that you would never mix it with anything.
Huh.
Previously with that like with the larceny last week, when I was talking about, one of the things I do remember is talking about taking a Crown and Coke to a different level.
Next level.
I would mix larceny. Like if you were like, dude, give me a Coke, give me some larceny, I'll make a Crown and Coke and sip on it, and I'll never feel bad. I would never ever blend that. I would never do this with a Coke.
Right.
Like I would do very custom cocktails with it. Very, Manhattan, bourbon, old fashioned, stuff like that.
Right.
I feel like this has that high end feel to it.
What's super cool is I think Schroeder has turned to the dark side because a while ago we were hanging out and he ordered a Buffalo Trace instead of his typical
Jack and Coke.
He just asked for a straight Buffalo Trace, and I was like, wow, all right.
Well, and then he'll do the Blantons with us too.
Yeah.
He'll do Blantons on the rocks.
Yeah, he's coming around. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah, guys, this is fun, man.
Good times.
Are we missing on anything else, or is there anything else on the agenda?
Just real quick, Kelly, did you retweet that Paul Wall within the hour?
I thought so.
Did you get followed by Paul Wall?
What's that?
Did you get followed by Paul Wall?
No, I did not get followed. I didn't see that till Kelly had done it. Sometimes
here.
Twitter is weird. Sometimes it like skips over stuff and you don't, then it'll show me stuff from like 3 days ago. And I'm like, I wish I would have saw that earlier.
Yeah. I think somebody needs to create a website where like they document it's real time. That's all they do. That's their job. They document any celebrity that tweets out something that they'll refollow you if you retweet something. And then
that's
you
a
can just
good
go
one.
refer to that website and be like, oh yeah, I can do this in the next hour and get Paul Wall a grill from Paul Wall.
Let's see here.
I like that. That's a good idea.
I'm trying to find
on that.
where he said that. What day did? Let's see here.
It's like 3 days ago or something like that.
Damn it, Paul Wall.
I just saw it.
We're no longer sponsored by Paul Wall.
We're about now. He's gonna do it. He's gonna follow me, and then I'm be like, you know what? There we go. What it do, baby? That's what I'm gonna tell him.
Yeah, what did it do with Paul Wall?
Where was it?
I'll find it before you do. Before you do, watch.
When you found when did he say that? That he was gonna
3 days ago. Following
So on the
everyone over
9th?
the next hour who tweets. It's the Ice Cube emoji, Iceman, another Ice Cube, Paul Wall, another Ice Cube. So you had to do all that.
What time did he post that?
I don't know. It just says 3 days ago at 9:34 p.m. on the
I
8th.
posted mine at 10:30 p.m.
And he didn't follow you?
10:30 p.m. on March 8th.
Well,
56 minutes
Paul
after.
Wall, got some questions for you.
No, dude. What it do, baby?
It's rigged.
What it do?
It's rigged.
Just rigged. Yeah, it's like Burkett like trying to win that thing. It's rigged. Yeah, no, I did. I swear to God, fucking.
I don't see you on here. Just to let you know that.
No, hold on. Here we go. Watch this. Share screen.
I
Take a look.
believe you. I'm just
No,
saying.
I know, but we can. But we have the technology to prove it. Right here. 10:30 p.m. March 8th. It's the Iceman Paul Wall. Paul Wall, baby.
Did you screenshot it and send it to him? Did you do a screenshot and send it to him?
Well, all he said was, dude, just do it's the Iceman Paul Wall, and then do the Paul. I copied it and pasted it in there. Like
I know, but now screenshot it now and send it to him again. And
oh
tell him
no!
Yeah.
Now I did this. Totally thought Paul Wall was going to follow me. Dang it! I got a sneaking suspicion that tomorrow I get a follow.
Nice.
Oh yeah, he liked it already. Feel better. See what porn pops up on here. That's all I do. I follow sports and porn on Twitter.
And Flo from Progressive.
And Flow from Progressive.
That was an ad, Nick. If you ever got on your actual Twitter account. Oh, and I do stocks. I do a lot of stocks. David Ryan, what? Instructor, 3-time U.S. investing champion.
Investing
That's
champion.
a contest? That's a what?
Like it's like they played the game with us.
I know. I'm gonna send this to David Ryan right now. I'll be like, dude, how have you not told me?
Yeah. 3-time champ.
3-time champ.
Damn.
Photo.
All right, we discussing anything else, or
I don't think so.
Man, I'm just glad that Matt didn't join the army.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I understand what you mean by that, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Feel lucky, fellas. Things are all right.
Things are good, man. Everything's gonna be. You know what? Everything's gonna be all right. In the words of Donald Trump.
Bob Marley.
I think that was Naughty by Nature.
Yeah.
It was definitely Ivanka.
3 Little Birds. Good song.
Jimmy Cliff.
Cool. Well, let's sign it off, guys.
All right. Well, this is E.
This is Kelly.
Matt.
This is Mike Krasinski. Signing off here. Like us, follow us, comment, leave us some questions later.
Hit subscribe. Click the notification bell. We love you. Do better.
Yeah, I love everybody. Thanks for listening, watching, whatever you're doing. Thanks again.